lace on the china never mattered before. Who cared when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared, but sometimes things get turned around and no one spared. All hands look out below. There's a change in the status quo. Gonna need all the help that we can get. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival. We just might live the good life yet.
Attach my feet to the path I beat. Teach myself to keep the answers brief. Gnash my teeth like the last to feast. Imagine me on that abandoned beach. Sand and sea as if the jazz was free. I'm ice cream mixed with gasoline. Direct attention to the craftsmanship. Neglect to mention that the past will stick like initials carved in the concrete. Like the tattoo that hides on your mommy. I still kick it with angels. The difference is instead of the bar, I'm at my kitchen table. The starlight shines through the glass, but you feel safe underneath that mask. Ferris wheel, give rides. The scars healed in time to get high. Lock the doors and hide the keys. Let's go describe how to climb a tree. Don't sign the lease, just cop a corner for you to curl up and try to sleep. Those cheap police won't find my wings. I keep my dreams inside my dreams. And if I had a time machine, I'd probably use it like a vacuum and try to clean. It kinda seems quite more than a handful of these regrets have been circumstantial. Now give me all the cash out the drawer. Touch that mustache down on the floor, and I'll be in court holding a pitchfork before I let the contest outlast the sport. Pocket watch, impatient. Find a mate, then make the migration. Break the rules, but first break the rulers. And keep it moving like a rumor. I don't need to defend my defensiveness. I keep to myself, my family, and friendships. I got enough people I could disappoint. If you disagree, I think you missed the point. Now go ahead and grab a chair. Let me tell you about the last few years. Pulled out a sack full of Samson's hair and put it on the dash like a dancing bear. I wrote you a horoscope. It won't fit on this post-it note, but if I had to sum it up into a shorter quote, it goes, fuck it, you might as well row that boat.
Good morning, everybody. Check, check, 1, 2. How do I sound? Wow, I see all kinds of awesome people in here this morning. How do I sound? That means it sound all right. Crackly, all right, give me 1 second. This thing is going to be the death of me. How about now? Is that better? Sorry for the crackle. I don't know. Every time I start up a live, I've got to turn this stinking echo cancellation on and off. Check 1, 2. Perfect. All right, cool. Thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate you. Shout out everyone who's listening on replay. Unsupervised was in here earlier. Hope she's still here. Welcome. Cash was here, said he's going to listen on the replay. What up, bruv? 13th hour, great to have you. Madison, Nini. Headstones and headlines, of course. Let's see here. Ninja Orchards, great to have you. Cash was leaving a bunch of messages or comments this morning. I hope you're still around, man. One Way Street, great to have you. Grandma Sherry, pleasure as always. Evil Queen, thanks for being here. I do anticipate having a little bit of a smaller crowd today. This is my first time going live in the morning. I've got a busy day ahead of me, but I did want to touch in with you guys. Sunnyside, great to have you. Let's see here. That's me. Kim, thanks for being here. Tattooed Mama. Madison, if I may have said that already, but great to have you. Shaylee, thanks for being here. Heidi, SoFlo Mama, awesome. True Jedi Forever, great to have you here. Dusty Garbage Girl, great name. Thanks for being here. Grain, what's up? Hey, there's Killshot Report. Hey, I really enjoyed your live the other day. I missed it. I missed the one last night, but it was great to be there. I always appreciate your viewpoint, man. Oh, my chat just jumped. Sorry, guys. Miss Leah, Queen Bella, thanks for being here. Okie True Crimes, Okie. Chopper, great to have you here. I heard you were taking a little bit of a break. My heart goes out to you, man. I know this place will tear you up, and I know it did me when I first started messing around with it. There's so much to learn and so much to navigate. I got your back 100%, man. Tickety Boo, thanks for being here. Let's see. I see 100 in chat, but I haven't read 100 names, so please bear with me. Angie Carter, thanks for being here. Tracy G, Nash 24, what's up? All right, I think I'm pretty close to the bottom here. Roro, thanks for being here. Alpha Male, thanks for being here. Bitter Pills, what's going on? I hear somebody's trying to mess with your channel, but Bitter Pills, I'm not going to stand for that. I got your back. Anything you need, you just email me. Chatty, thanks for being here. Killshot says, yeah, my abrasiveness is starting. Oh, shit, my chat is jumping all over the place. My abrasiveness is starting to get used to. My abrasiveness is starting to get used to. LOL. Appreciate your support, brother. Heck yeah. I meant to share your live last night, but I was mixed up trying to get clips of some dirt bags like I do. Chopper says, I deleted my channel and I'm using my original channel now. Oh, man. I'm sticking with all the people I can trust now. Hey, I understand that. My circle is very small, and it took me way too long to figure out that's the right way to do it. It's a shame we have to do that, man, but self-preservation above everything. These people will vampire your mentals. Marlena Cantu, great to have you here. All right, well, I don't have any earth-breaking news or anything too crazy to talk about today. I do have one little dirty secret from the hive, and took me a little while to figure out how to present it to you, so I'm just going to talk about it. Of course, they're going to say I'm lying, but it's all going to come out here soon anyways. So let's start with the bad stuff then. I'll start with that, and then we'll work our way to something more exciting. As you all know, Queen Bee over there, and yes, I'm getting a lot of criticism for focusing on Queen Bee so much. I made a promise to my subscribers and to myself that I'm going to see this through. She's done me and so many of my friends so dirty. I told her, on no uncertain terms that I'm certainly not going to be backing down. I'm going to see this thing through until she's held accountable for all the shitty things she's done to people I care about and myself. So here we are today. As you know, she took that video of Brittany J's daughter and then threatened her with it. We all know that to be fact, although she's still oblivious about it. She's still in denial. We know the truth. There was one last lie that she told about that on a live the other day. I didn't bother clipping it. You can fact check this for yourself. And I'm not going to say allegedly or in my opinion, because everything I'm about to say is just a fact. She took that video and she threatened Brittany J with it. And then she had the audacity to go live and say she contacted her local police department. Well, she didn't, because the local police department keeps a call log. And there was no such, communication with her in the police department. However, there was something else that happened during that exact time, in that 2-day period. She was, in fact, in contact with the police. Wait till you get a load of this. Someone in her family had recorded an inappropriate video of a classmate and posted it to TikTok. That child's mother contacted the police department, and they in turn contacted old Buzzy herself to make them take down the videos. You cannot write this shit. So she did talk to the police that day, but it had nothing to do with the video of Brittany J's child. I do have the police report. She did agree to have the video taken down, and then she threatened to beat the mother's ass. More violence. She is exactly who I said she was. Queen Bella says, oh, a dirty secret. Oh, the dirtiest secret. She said she recorded this police call whenever she contacted the police and about what should I do with this video. First of all, that would be self-snitching because you're the one that requested the video. And yes, you did request a video. We all know this. Stop denying reality. I considered posting a redacted version of this police report, but I'm going to hold off on that for now. Let's see if she goes ahead and is honest with her subscribers and her big donos over there. I have a sneaking suspicion that she will not. In the case that she doesn't own up to this, I will then post the police report. And don't worry, everything's redacted. There are no children's names. I will redact the name of the mother who was threatened by her because she's obviously a victim in this as well. She's going to deny this. She's going to say this is a lie. She's going to say that I used an app to make a fake police report. I have the officer's name. I have the officer supervisor's name. I have the time. I have the whole kit and caboodle, sweetheart. So don't even try it, baby. She is exactly who I said she was. All right, let me look at chat real quick. Tiki Boo says, why is the internet choosing to lag? Bitter Pill says, thanks, Senator, a little behind in chat, but we appreciate you. Yeah, sorry, I want to get the ugly stuff out of the way so that we can just have a chat here.
Am I muted? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Yes, can a mod please share Bitter Pill's channel? Mods, I see Emmy in here. Is Emmy the only mod in here right now? Josh B, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for that cash app the other day, Josh B. You don't have to be here for every live, although it does make the channel so much better when you are here. And looks like Unsupervised is still here. Great to see you, Unsupervised. I hope to be back in the Steel City here very soon. I'm packing my bags, actually. I mean, who wants to be in California for Christmas? Pittsburgh's the place to be. Let's see here. Dispatch Crystal. I think I saw you in Savage's chat this morning. So I think you might be listening while you're at work. It's awesome to have you here. And I did receive a couple of cash apps after the last live as well. I do take people's privacy very seriously, despite the made up rumors about me. So I'm just going to give a blanket thank you for everyone who did that. I'm very close to being able to get that computer. I'm getting a lot of shit for for saying I need a computer. But if you pay close attention, the people that are saying that are the ones that really don't want me to be reviewing them. And that's what I'll be doing right away. I'll be able to screen share and real time review people's live streams. And they don't want that. It's going to be bad for their grifting. And I'm not just talking about Buzzy over there, but all of these tragedy pimpers, all of these exploiters. Yes, I am once again behind in chat. Wise Angel UK, thanks for being here. So please let me know in chat if the information I shared about that police report is understandable. I realize it's a little bit jumbled up. Long story short, on January 22nd, 2023, the exact time where Buzzy claimed to have contacted the police department as to what do I do with this video that I was just sent? The video of a half-dressed child, Brittany J's child, that she used to threaten her with. She didn't call the police for that. In fact, she had the police called on her for a different video that was uploaded to TikTok by somebody in her family. And then she threatened to beat the girl's mom's butt. You cannot write this. Like, it is unbelievable. So much violence. Oh, I see a couple of green things here. Thanks for your generosity, everyone. Denise Pie, thank you. Or Denise, I'm going to say Denise Pie. Thank you so much. I got something for you. And it looks like Crystal got a membership. Welcome aboard, Texas Girl, Tattooed Mama, Ashley, and Sammy Turbo. Please thank Denise if you did receive a membership. That's very cool. Just Irish is here. Just Irish is always here, and I appreciate her so much. Thanks again for being here today. Let's see. Joy Carter says, no wonder she's mad about Joneson doing a Foia. Queen Bee was afraid Joneson would find that. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, just listen. I don't know how she's going to lie her way out of this one. Like, I'm sure she'll say, it was made up and that sin cell and blah, blah, blah. Lies on lies on lies. Like I said, I promised her I am not going to stop calling her out on her lies and bullshit until she's held accountable. And to this very day, she hasn't been held accountable for anything. I mean, just recently, she's mixed up in this RICO, whatever it is. Guess who's not going to be named in that RICO for talking bad about a missing child's family? I don't care what quote unquote side you're on. This is about finding a missing child. This is about Sebastian Rogers, not about your $35 blunts there, Becky. No matter what you say, you're sick. You need help. Let's see what else we got here. So, I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to stay there say he's going real life. He's stalking people. I'm not stalking anyone. I'm just pointing out what's on the absolute surface here. I'm not even digging. B. Tim, stop telling people that I'm stalking people's social media until you have a damn receipt, you little weirdo. There's absolutely no evidence of me doing any such thing. I can tell you why, because I haven't done any such thing. It's a weird narrative. It is. I do find it very interesting that the Hive hasn't mentioned me in 3 lives in a row. That's the longest they've gone without mentioning me in a year. I mean, they literally talk about me every single live. with some weird narrative. Hey, Buzzy, why don't you tell them why you're not talking about me? Because I know why. Are you going to be honest with people, or are you going to keep lying? See, I can continue to talk because I tell the truth. You can't because you lie. I think you're scared now. I think you should be. Lee says threats of violence to another mother in her community who didn't want someone in the B's household exploiting their child. If she never lied, none of this would be known. Bingo. Bing bong. I mean, you can Foia my entire existence. Guess what you're never gonna find? Threats of violence to the mother of someone's kid, like never. Now there was one occasion that I was very drunk and I and I was approached by the police officer and we got into it and he put me in the back of the car and I said very uncool things to him. But that was the only threats I've ever made on anyone. And also when I sobered up, I spoke with that officer man to man and apologized for my indiscretions, as it were. So those of you making those community posts with those wildly outlandish things, go ahead. It really makes, I don't give two shits what you think about me. Like, you could say whatever you want. I know the truth. I mean, it's kind of wild. I'm not going to give you any more attention than I already have. Unless you continue to slander and defame me, in which case you may have to pay the price for that. Much the same way that Buzzy is absolutely going to be held accountable for all the crazy shit she's made up about me. But she's learning. It's been 3 days since she mentioned me, which is funny because, like, if you commit a crime, Buzzy, and then you stop committing the crime, you're still going to be held accountable. It's like too little, too late. You'll see. Oh, Amy, Ohio, thank you for being here. She said she was going to Foia Jones's house and her mom's. She had to know it wouldn't happen to her. Well, that's the thing. Like, what is she going to find if she Foia's Jones's house? Nothing. Like, we know Jones's dad is a police officer. Go ahead. I mean, what are you going to find? The scary thing is she said she was going to Foia Jones's mother's house. And I mean, let's just face it. I don't use these words lightly. That shit is just evil. What's even worse is saying that she's going to go after Dietz's family history and Foia that stuff. I'm not here to tell Dietz's story. She can do that on her own. What I will say is she's an amazing person, and she's she's withstood and survived some terrible circumstances, and shame on anybody who cares to exploit that. But we know that's what Buzzy does. She exploits.
Are we still live right now?
Are we still live? Is this my live? Killshot says she's making us real potheads look bad. I swear. I know. I swear. Like, it just because you got them doesn't mean you have to smoke them. You can save them for later. I've said that before. I still smoke occasionally, and when I do, I try to do it. Now I actually feel guilty about doing it if it's in the daytime, because I don't want to be anything like that loser. Grandma Sherry says, "Take care of yourself, Wise Angel." What's up with Wise Angel? Did I miss something? Wise Angel said, "There should be no side, no tattoos, no searching, just searching for Sebastian." I agree. And it's to the point where, like, just me saying his name makes me feel grimy, because let's face it, I never claimed to be an advocate for anyone, but all of us, I can't say all of us, because a lot of us benefit greatly from him never being found. The longer he's lost, the more money these people make, and that's just unacceptable. It's a business model. If he's found, then there's no more business. So that's pretty terrible. Yeah, B Tim, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. You keep referring to me as a homeless alcoholic veteran, and you're going to have real problems in your real life, bud. Like, I understand that you're like, oh no, Sinner's gonna future dox me. I just said I want to see what your little bitch ass face looks like, and we all do. I mean, we all do. With as much crap as you talk, boy, I tell you what. For those that are trying to run distraction, like Buzzy didn't send a video of a half, or didn't receive a video of a half-dressed child, and they think it's more relevant that I said I wanted to see what Timmy looks like. I see you. I know who you're carrying water for. And just like from the very beginning a year ago when I said this whole lawsuit is a bunch of bullshit and nobody cares, I still don't care. And I see right through you clowns. I know exactly what you're doing. Stick to your little clip videos of Betty. I mean, those videos suck too, but you start aiming that shit at me and you're in over your head, I promise you. Beat him. You gotta be kidding me.
Beat him needs to, beat him as a little bitch.
100% little bitch. All right, let's see. Yes, shut up, B. Tim. And I don't think just like smoking a joint occasionally is a problem. But if you just sit there and just smoke and smoke and smoke and blow that smoke at your poor birds on your back porch, like, come on, what are you doing? That's animal abuse. You're talking about kicking a cat. You're kicking those poor animals in their lungs with that mysterious smoke that you're blowing at them. Act Right Bitches says, start vaping the carts. Start vaping the carts, less smell, less guilt, less money. Yeah, I mean, I don't judge what anyone does. I'm really like pretty radical when it comes to free will, so long as you're not hurting other people. But I mean, if you're a mother and you're just sitting on your porch for, I mean, how long was she live yesterday? 7 hours the first time, and then 4 hours the second time, and then she must sleep, right? So how does she find time for anything else in her life? I mean, I can't imagine my theory is she doesn't have time for anything else in her life, and that's absolutely pathetic. Chatty says, thank you for your service. Thank you so much. If you don't know, today is the 249th birthday of the United States Marine Corps, which is very exciting. The Marine Corps started, as some of you may know, in Philadelphia, PA, sleepy little village you may have heard of. It actually started in a bar, ironically enough. The name of that bar was Tun Tavern. There's another group that actually started in that same bar, with much controversy. I don't know if Grandma Sherry's still in here, but the Freemasons actually started in that same bar. So do what you will with that information. Headline says, send and give, send, go, question mark. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, no, you didn't. Says, for an alcoholic, you speak so well. Well, I did. I have had a history with drinking too much, and I'm not secret about that whatsoever. But I'm getting really close to 1 year. It'll be 1 year on Thanksgiving Day. I've already got my thumbnail made for my 1 year soberversary. And look, I don't judge people that drink. I even told Emmy, we talk often. I even told Emmy, like, who knows, one day in the future, maybe I can have a glass of champagne in a wedding. But for right now, at this time in my life, it's not for me, you know. And my tolerance for people that are so drunk that I can't understand them. Like, there's something that happens. I learned at AA meetings, like, you gain resentment to people that still drink. I'm not doing that. But people that are like slobbery and drunk, like, I can't do it. Like, it's one of my least favorite things. And all I can think about is like how many people did I put that through when I was drinking. So it certainly comes with a bunch of embarrassment, but I've got tools to deal with all of that. Judy Albert says, morning love. I've been listening. This is crazy. I know. I'm very anxious to see how she handles this. I think she's just going to ignore it like she ignores everything else. If you don't know, Spudler, if someone could put Spudler's link in the chat. Spudler made a video explaining the dangers of such videos. And she actually had the I want to say the guts, or she had a moment of weakness and went over and commented, and it's a very long comment. And boy, is it doused in delusion. Like she has, again, just denying the fact that she asked the video to be sent to her. Blah blah blah. You can see it for yourself. But Spudler, if you do listen to this, thank you so much for making that video. It's very true. Everything in there. I mean, I think it may be criminal what she did, but I'm not the law. So Pearl says QB can't fight the truth with her lies. So she defaults to intimidation tactics every time. Very true. Very true. She never intimidated me, but I've seen her intimidate so many people around me. Oh, MK, thanks for the 5 memberships. If you got a membership, thank MK. You're always so generous, man. Super cool of you, and I very much appreciate it. Looks like Queen Moomin became a member. Thank you so much for that, Queen Moomin. One more of these. I did see that before Buzzy went silent on me just 3 days ago, or not 3 days ago, but 3 lives ago. Now she doesn't speak of me, and good for her. It's smart of her not to do that, but it's too little, too late. The damage is done. All the things you said about me, all the defamation, all the sneaky threats about taking my channel down and taking my monetization, blah, blah, blah. I said it during the last live. If your shit show is still up and monetized, I've got nothing to worry about because I don't break the rules whatsoever. I don't lie. I only tell the truth. That's how I know I already won. It's just taking, longer than I expected for you to realize it. But we'll get there. Don't you worry.
Are we still live right now?
Let's see. I'm trying to do my best with chat. Turns out I'm just really bad at that. So bear with me. And please share kill shot reports link as well. It's always, he has a great perspective. Like, I guess I didn't realize this until he said it himself the other day, that he has a reputation for being, I don't know, an asshole. I don't think he is. I think it's great what he does. And his chat was filled with people from all over the place, which I respect so much. I mean, I'm looking at my chat. My chat's exactly the same way. Also, there were some troubles in my chat during the last live. A couple people were picked on. My email blew up. I just ask that please keep your beef with each other other places. There's no space for it here. I don't support it. And I would hate to block people that I like because they're being nasty to somebody that I don't know, if that makes sense. Just don't do it. I mean, we can get along in here. If you want to screenshot what's going on and go fight with someone else somewhere else about it, but I have no room for that. I want it to be like Dutch's chat in here. Just have a little respect for the space. Even if you don't like me, just have respect for the space and each other. I'm only on here for an hour. If you can't be decent for 1 hour, then just delete the YouTube app off of your phone and go find a friggin' hobby. B-Real says recovering addict. Here, it gets easier. Awesome. I know that's true. I've been talking to guys that have been sober for 20 years. My sponsor's got 16 years clean and sober, so I'm learning, the most valuable lessons from people like him. Denise Pye says, so tragic to see Vietnam vets homeless. We have no idea what they went through. I know. I mean, those guys were spit on when they came home. Could you imagine? And I've got nothing but love for my hippies, but the hippies were the ones that were doing it. So it's a very complicated thing. And Vietnam veterans are getting older every day, like all of us are. So I mean, it's not just about veterans. I'm getting a lot of grief saying, "Oh, you're hiding behind your veteran status to be an asshole." I mean, if that's the way you see it, that's fine. You can. I'm not going to try to argue against your opinion, but I also know that's not true. The main reason I talk about being a veteran is because there are so many veterans, around my channel and that email me. So I'm speaking to the people that, I'm having a conversation with. If you don't want to be involved in the conversation, you don't have to. You really don't have to. Act Right Bitches says 360. Wow, there's 350 people in there. Wow. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. It does help get an algorithm. Unsupervised says, "Oh, Duchess is here. Awesome. Thanks for being here, Duchess. Please sub up to Duchess. She's awesome. Had the pleasure of being on a panel with her just briefly yesterday. I have to be careful though, because if I'm nice to all these great women, it's gonna ruin my reputation. I'm kidding, of course. Oh, cool. Killshot got himself a membership. Welcome aboard. Thanks whoever gifted those. Must have been MK. Sweet. Let me just quickly look and make sure I'm not missing. I missed a couple. So I've got Bitter Pills, gifted a membership. Just Irish gifted a membership. Denise gifted 5. Glow, you're here. Thanks for being here, Glow. Glow, I've been out here battling in the mucky streets of YouTube, so I haven't had a chance to get to your channel as much as I'd like to. But typically what I do is I give it a week and then I go through and watch them all. Always enjoy your singing and your stories. And your house looks amazing, already decorated for Christmas. And between me and you, Glow, I love Christmas just as much as you do. All right, let's see here. All right. I'm just trying to have a quick look at chat. Wendy Blank, thanks for being here. Curious AF, awesome. Saying hello to Earth. I don't see Earth in here yet, but hey, there's Earth. Thanks so much. Earth and I became quick friends on this platform. I appreciate everything she does. Yeah, you think I'm a passionate person? Get a load of Earth. Please sub up to her. Yes, please post Chopper's link. And again, Chopper, let me just talk to you for a second, bud. Like I realize this place will eat you up, chew you up, and spit you out. And I don't want to see that happen to you. And I really hope that, any relationship that we've had here in chats and in conversations isn't causing you any grief, because I know they go at people that like me at all, or, that's just what they do. I know you're a strong dude. I just want to let you know that I got your back. Brantley, thanks so much for being here. It says I used to get super sloppy drunk. I used to drink before parties because I thought it made me funnier. Well, that's the thing. I don't talk about this too much, but I'll tell you, I started drinking very young, probably 19, 20 years old. And it used to do that very thing to me. It used to it legitimately made me more social and, more funny. And I would have a better time. And then something happened. Like I'm 47 years old. Something happened right around, I'm going to say 40 years old. I was well out of the Marines already. And I was kind of like a lost soul. I've been working as an artist and living off simply the money that I make from that. I had other jobs in between that. I've worked at front desk of hotels. I've worked on a riverboat. But I didn't know where I was headed in life. And that, just having a few drinks before parties or during parties turned into using it as an escape, and I should have gotten a handle on it earlier. But hey, here we are today. Summy Turbo says, I like you, sir, sober. Yeah, it turns out everyone who does, that's a common theme, Summy. It seems more people do like me sober a lot more than they do drunk. I like myself better sober. Sundays and holidays, it's weird. Like if I watch a lot of football because I'm a Steelers fan, born and raised in Pittsburgh. So today there's a game on, and I'll be watching the game, and my hand just reaches to the coffee table like there's a beer there. It's kind of funny, but it gets easier every day. When I have little bitch ass people like B Tim continuously calling me an alcoholic and saying I'm homeless and all this other untrue shit about me, it's really insulting. It's really insulting. The latest comment from him or insult from him is, "Well, Sinner doesn't care about anybody but himself." Honestly, I'm not going to say the F word today. I'm going to try to avoid that. But you can get bent, little buddy. You're obviously intimidated by real men, so it's that you're not my issue. But I do still want to see your picture. If everyone considers that a future docs or whatever, I give two shits. I really don't. I hope you get named in this Rico suit so we all find out who you are. I don't care how anyone feels about that. I don't think that's doxing. I mean, how can he be worried about me doxing him when the crackhead that he sits next to on a panel screams my full government name out? This is the same woman. Her Discord is full of my relatives' names. My whole existence is in her Discord. Like, I don't get it, Timmy. You have an easier time with her doxing babies than you do me saying I want to see what your grimy little face looks like. That doesn't math for me. I also have absolutely no respect for you or any opinion that you have. I think you're one of the creepiest little dudes on YouTube, and I don't give a shit what you have to say about me. So there's that. And if you haven't noticed, this community has lost all respect for you. I mean, it seems like you've absolutely lost your way to the point where it's too late. No matter what you do now, you're beat.
BTM needs to. BTM is a little bitch.
Okay, I'm very behind in chat, so let me just try to catch up on that. It says, Sinner, you also you made my day playing Saul at the end of your last live. Saul and Zach De La Roca tracks, Act 3, Scene 2, Shakespeare. Oh, damn it, my chat just skipped way ahead. Hold on. It's one of my all-time favorites. Me too, Pearl. Like, cyber fist bump on that. Like, I'll tell you what, I was telling Emmy after my live that my love for Saul Williams is like profound. I got to see him at the Roxy Theater in Hollywood many years ago. And I bribed the security guard at the hallway and $20, which is, nothing, but at the time it was worth a little bit more. And the giant man of a security guard walked back to the green room and asked Saul if I can go back there. And he said, yeah. And I went back there and Saul Williams was sitting there with a Nubian queen, like picking his hair. And actually he was sitting there smoking a joint and he passed it to me and I took a puff. And it was, I probably had too much to drink, so I didn't have much to say. I don't get starstruck easy. I lived in California for a very long time. But in that instance, it was, one of the most profound moments that I can remember. Like it's never gonna leave my memory. So yes, I love Saul Williams as well. Kelly says, congrats on your sobriety. My mother just celebrated 40 years clean and sober. That's quite an accomplishment. Hats off to her, and thank you so much for saying that. Oh no, you didn't say it. Oh, I went to school at Point Park College. Awesome. That's awesome. Y'all don't mess around with the Steelers. I know that's right. Yeah, I had a lot of friends that went to Point Park College. I used to hang out over in Station Square quite a bit. I used to drink at that place called Refs, or I think it's called the Sportsman now or something like that. All right. Again, I'm really shitty at chat, so bear with me. Hey, Cheese69 is here. Thanks for being here, bud. It says B-Tim doesn't have social capacity to come on anyone's life. I know, but he sits over there with 1,200 people listening to his little bitch ass, and like it's just wild. Like, here's what I recommend. Like, I've got 320 people in here. I recommend that everybody call him out. Everybody call out Buzzy. They can't get away with this shit anymore. I don't care. 1,200 people that believe that. It's just, let's just say this. It freaks me out that they even have an audience like that. Oh, Josh B. Thanks so much, man. 5 memberships from Josh. Josh B, you're so generous to me, man. I am developing guilt because you're so generous with your cash apps and your super chats. Just know that I very much appreciate it, man. Every penny that anyone donates to me or shares with me, I don't take any of it for granted. And I absolutely mean that. Ask Emmy. I talked to her about it. Like I feel like I need to give you guys more. And as soon as I get that computer, I promise I am going to give you more. It's just I have limited logistics here with this telephone I'm using. Unsupervised says, I support seeing B Tim's photo, not his personal info. No, I'm not going to dox the little nerd. Like, I listen, I know the feeling when you're doxed and your privacy is just completely destroyed by a hateful stranger. I'm not a hateful stranger. I'm not going to do that to people. I'm just not. There are a couple of these, crony clip channels that work directly for Queen Bee. They don't have any skill in their existence whatsoever. One of them in particular has gone to my hometown, or the town that I was born in, not even my hometown, but the town I was born in, seeking my school teachers to expose to my school teachers how I was how I'm bullying people on the internet. Like, no, I don't bully people. I actually stick up for people. So whenever, useless little people like B Tim say, I mean, the most insulting thing he said about me so far is he's selfish and he doesn't care about other people. You're just dead wrong about that, B Tim. I probably care too much. Believe me. It's a balancing act with my emails because a lot of people reach out to me, and sometimes it ruins my whole day knowing that these people have being that this is the true crime community. A lot of people are victims of shit themselves. A lot of these people have lost people in their lives, to include their babies. So I'm not equipped to deal with a lot of it. I just do the best I can, and I'm completely honest when I'm told a story like that. Hey, I don't have the tools to help you with this, but thank you for sharing. Just tell me how I can help. That's how I deal with it. But you little turd, B Tim, you don't even have a public email. You just hide from the world. You just hide from the world in the hive, and you think you're doing something productive, and you're just not. You're not important. And I think even worse than not being important, I think you're harmful to this community because all you do is run lies. You don't know dick about the law. Stop pretending you do. I can Google it too, bud. You sit over there, talk bad about the father of a missing child. You impotent little puke. Stop doing it. I hope you get named in this, whatever this RICO thing is. Although I still don't know what it is. No one's been served with anything. And my opinion about that thing, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. My opinion about that thing is that, first of all, I don't really know what it is. It doesn't make sense. If no one's being served, it's not a lawsuit. So that confuses me. But I hoped from the very beginning that if this makes just one solitary tragedy pimp, if it stops one granny's watching type person, then I support it. I mean, it's really that simple. How difficult is it not to talk shit on the parents or the family of a missing child? I mean, the people I surround myself would be mortified to even be named in something like that. And you fucking people are celebrating it. I'll just say this, shame on you. Like, maybe there'll never be charges, maybe you'll never go to jail for it. But I think you should be more concerned about going to hell for it. But I don't think you're worried about that either. Oh, Apple, thank you so much. Donated $20. I appreciate it so much. Ninja Orchard says first name Fabio, second name Timu. I mean, I think he probably looks like Gollum. I don't I can't say for sure. But and they say this is threatening or violent or menacing. Just saying that if he were to say any of those things to my face anywhere in the world, he would get the shit smacked out of him. And that's just a fact. Now, would I do it? It depends on if he said it to my face. But I can tell you this: he doesn't want to run into me or any other Marines, for that matter, talking like that. I mean, the way he talks to women is just bizarre. Like, and he's not drunk. He doesn't have an excuse. These aren't people that are threatening to dox him, or these aren't people that are threatening to go to his friends' houses, to be menacing. He's just talking bad about women in general. Like, whoa, buddy. And then he gets off calling me an incel. I mean, I have more ex-girlfriends than he does have friends. Like, it's fucking weird, man. Excuse my language. Nini said, "Oh, Jess Irish says," and she literally says it's at center that's obsessed. I know, I know. All I'm doing is defending myself, and I made a promise to myself and to a lot of people that are silently, that have silently stood by while they themselves got verbally abused by her and other things, doxed. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that I can't share and I won't share because, again, I respect people's privacy. But there's a small army of people that are done with their shit, and we're not going to stand for it. Once I get that laptop, I'll be able to review old lives and show you guys these things. Josh B says we support the creators who do great work. Sinner Headstones, Earth, Savage, The Jerks. Yes, all great people. Headstones herself was attacked pretty nasty by the Hive. Please subscribe to everyone named. Esther says you're doing great, Sinner. The rest can eat beans. That's right. Although I love me some beans, I'm not gonna lie. Black beans and rice is probably, if I had to pick one food forever, that'd be one of them. I already said hello to Grain. Hey, Zero Jules, thanks for being here. Road Rash is here. What's up? All right, let me make sure I'm not missing any super chats or anything. Okay, Apple. Thank you, Apple. Again, I very much appreciate it. What else do I want to talk about? One more thing about the bee. It was pretty wild. Are you guys familiar with Clipper? Clipper is a vital part of this community, and man, I can't say enough good things about Clipper. It just helps everybody not have to watch the garbage. You can just watch Clipper's videos, and they get the good stuff, what's relevant to everyone. But I watched the Hive go on for 3 hours about monkeys and monkey this, monkey that, whatever. I don't care about the man's monkey. It's none of my business. It's a big distraction to not talk about the fact that they dox babies and are in serious legal trouble here coming up. But they used the Clippers video, and they prefaced using 30 minutes of the Clippers video by saying, "I don't fucks with this channel, but I'm gonna play it anyways. I'm gonna fair use the shit out of this." What do you mean? What do you mean? The proper thing to do if you use 30 minutes of someone's content is to share their link and recommend their channel, or don't use it. You can't say, "I hate this channel, don't watch them, but I'm going to use their shit." That's called stealing. I don't care what TOS says. I don't care if you call it fair use. I call that stealing. Why is everything you do so shitty? Like, come on. Is there any decency in your soul whatsoever? I see no evidence of it. All right. End of my Hive obsession. I want you guys to know what's going on. Oh, just one more thing. She said she recorded her phone call calling the police station about the video of Brittany J's child. Listen, Becky, it's a two-party consent state. So whenever I got the officer's name who was on duty for those 3 days, did you let him know that you were recording that phone call? Because even if it's an on-duty police officer, you still have to inform him if you're recording a police call or a phone call. So if you recorded that call without letting him know, and then you shared it with other people, you're breaking more laws. You're a stinking criminal. For the love of God, lady. Tennessee Girl says, "I don't have a channel, just I only comment and watch, and how they got my email, I just don't know." I don't know either. People are creeps. I tell you that. My email's public. It's Gmail. It's easily tracked. I don't give a shit. I'm really not someone that you want to roll up on. I don't welcome anyone rolling up on me. I'm not that type of person. Chopper says, Sinner, just call, beat him out. Like, does he produce his own content? No, he doesn't produce anything. He's a useless little puke of a man. He's an impotent man child. I mean, that's the best way to describe him. And I don't like picking on people, but enough with that guy. It's too much.
BTM needs to. BTM is a little bitch.
Ninja Orchard said, Queen Bee will have a stream notification up approximately 30 minutes, then wait for Sinner to finish or be close to finishing. It's I don't know. Recently, she's just ripping off the titles of my live streams. Like, she could do whatever she wants in that way. I think it's funny. If she wants to dance, I'll be Frank fucking Sinatra. Sorry, I'm very behind in chat. I do apologize. Looks like I have 325 people in here. Thanks everyone for being here. Again, shout out to everyone who's watching on replay. I do get a lot of replays. Let's see, Jess Irish says, Peacock learned law from the Googles. Yeah, he's no lawyer. It's so weird that he's like the men's department of the Hive. Like, how pathetic. How friggin' pathetic. Holy shit, I just realized how far behind I am. Let me play AMAC's song because I think you guys should hear it. It cracks me up every time I hear it, and I actually have a little cameo in it. No, I'm not singing, not yet. Maybe we'll do karaoke once I get the computer going, but not just yet. I'm gonna put this on and then run to the bathroom really quick. Please enjoy.
The bees are buzzing, can't you see? Swarming everywhere on YouTube, it's like a hot spree. You're coming for the drama, all up in my face. Gotta grab that ray, time to clear the space. Spray the bees, spray them down. Buzzing on the string, trying to run this town. It's a swarm of drama, all up in my feet. But I got that kid, yes I'm gonna succeed. Spray the bees, take them out. Watch them buzzing, but I'm gonna shout. Clear the air, clear the scene. Cause I got my way and it's time to clean. They're swarming like they own the place, spreading lies and hate all over the space. But I won't back down, I won't be scared. With that raid in hand, I'm prepared. Spray the bees, spray them down. Buzzing on the string, trying to run this town. It's a swarm of drama all up in my feet. But I got that kid, yes I'm gonna succeed. Spray the bees, take them out. Watch them buzzing, but I'm gonna shout. Clear the air, clear the scene. Cause I got my way and it's time to clean. YouTube's like a jungle with all this buzz, fighting the swarm with no time to fuss. They're everywhere attacking the vibe, but with that spray I'm keeping it alive. Spray the bees, spray them down. Buzzing on the string, trying to run this town. It's a swarm of drama all up in my feet. But I got that kid, yes I'm gonna succeed. Spray the bees, take them out. Watch them buzzing, but I'm gonna shout. Clear the air, clear the scene. Cause I got my way and it's time to clean. No more bees, no more drama in the air. With that raid, I'm taking back the square. So buzz off beat and let me be. Cause I'm spraying it all, setting my mind free.
Hey, great job, AMAC. Please make sure you sub up to AMAC. She was very kind to let me share that video. It's a delicate balance whenever you play someone's video like that because I want her to get all the views, but it's also relevant to the conversation here today. So shout out AMAC. I see she's in here. She's a great mod, a great person. Let's see. I'm trying to do better with chat. So, and I know I keep repeating myself. I know, Heather. I keep repeating myself. Make a community post about it. Why don't you? Fucking loser. Lil Lolly says, "Hello, all sinner. Hello, all sinner. Thank you and keep up the good work. I was attacking Granny's watching chat the other day for saying if she's worried, stop talking. Isn't it that simple, man? I used to listen to her. I mean, and then I found out about faking cancer and then attacking families of missing children. All bets were off. And then she went back to the Hive for support, which obviously I don't stand for. So good luck with that, lady. Good luck with all of that. I won't be watching. I unsubscribed immediately. Riverstone, great name. Beat him in my mind. Just with his voice reminds me of Peter from the Brady Bunch. Peter was cooler than that, but yes, I see what you're saying. I imagine he's like Gollum in it, like wearing a suit, like a disheveled suit too. Nothing nice, something just kind of messy. And I'm really sorry if I missed you. I'm trying to do my best here. Orion is here. Thank you so much for being here. Sweet. And I have almost I'm not going to keep secrets in my shit the way they do. I nerd out on the analytics of YouTube. I have over 100 members, which holy shit, you guys, like I never expected that to occur. I'm grateful for every one of you, and I do realize because this is only my 9th live that many of those memberships have been gifted. I'm grateful, so grateful, and I just hope you stick with me once that free membership month winds down. I do have a lot more to offer in the future. It's not always going to be about Buzzy. There are plenty of shitbirds that I can commentate on, and that's what I'll be doing. And I hope to be mixing in some comedy. I want to do a call-in line because I've always loved Howard Stern, and so I'm gonna do something more comedic. Maybe some late night shows for get a little raunchier. We'll see how that goes. I love comedy more than anything, and it's probably hard for you guys to know that because I've been mixed up in this drama for so long. But I'd much rather be laughing with you guys, and I know there's some really funny friggin' people in here. I see people saying hello to Willow, but I don't see Willow. What's up, Willow? Willow's another dude in this I'll say community. Aren't very many of us, so we got to stick together. And I think, Willow and I don't agree on everything, but I think we have common respect for one another, and that's all we got to do. That's all we got to do. That's the most important thing. And look, I'm pretty sure Willow doesn't agree with everything I do either, so there's that. He still has friends over there at the Hive. I mean, I think the window of opportunity for them to be respected is closing very quickly. Like if they're standing by the baby dachshund and passing around weird videos, then I can't stand with that. I side eye them. With that being said, if you're tired of what's going on at the Hive, you're welcome to come on over here. Like just decontaminate yourself, go take a hot shower, empty your ashtray, and you're welcome to come over here. I'm not gonna be busting your chops. Now if you're one of the people that said untrue things about me, carrying that water, then hit me up in an email. We can discuss it like adults. Like I'm a forgiving person. But I'll probably be side-eyeing you for a while because, I mean, if you're capable of doing it once, you may do it again. But I know people get caught up in the moment. Shit, I have, I've said things I regret. I've squared up with everyone who deserves an apology. Everyone else could suck it at this point. Unsupervised says Granny watching is worse than QB. Well, that's tough because the situation with the Hive is so personal to me. I mean, screaming my name out like that was the wildest shit I've ever seen. But it's okay. Like she's going to be held accountable. And I stopped watching Granny's Watching 4 months ago because I saw her go full tragedy pimp. And yeah. Amy Ohio says, wait, fake cancer, anywhere I can see that. If I believe Unsupervised Maniacs is working on something like that, or has already worked on something like that. Unsupervised, if you could respond to Amy Ohio. I don't like to get mixed up in the true crime stuff too much because I'm not a detective and I'm not going to pretend to be. Veronica B. True, thank you so much for the $4.99 super sticker. It says, "Get up, a little hippo." Let me see here. Thank you so much. It's very generous. Yeah, I'm sure unsupervised will lead you in the right way. Oh, headlines. I see you shared Mystery's channel. Maybe I could figure out. I think Mystery has me blocked because I checked in Google. I don't have her blocked on my channel or my chat. I just can't see her. It's been over a year. Mystery is a prime example of someone who was over at the Hive and got mixed up in the narrative about untrue things about me, and I can't say I blame everybody because if all your friends around you are telling you this shit is true, then you're just going to assume it's true. Nobody did any research. There are no receipts for anything that they say about me. Go figure. But Mystery and I have even though we don't see even though we don't see each other in chat, we have communicated to the point where it's water under the bridge. We're moving forward. I forgive, I forget. I said things back. She forgives, she forgets. It is this. That's exactly how grown-ups handle their business. And I'm an old man now, 47. So she says, sit in quarantine for a week before you come over here, please. Yeah, I have 5 days. 5 days in deep decontamination. Don't bring any of your ashtrays from over there. You know what's up. Speaking of quarantine, I hope you're feeling better, Cheese. Hope that your injuries have healed up. I was just thinking about you the other day. Don't Dive says, fun fact, if a person can't receive funds donations, WTF ever to their GoFundMe or legal. Yeah, set up a give send me instead. You're F this. Oh, you're talking about Granny's watching. Yeah, so her GoFundMe got shut down because it didn't match the quality standard for GoFundMe, which is crazy because people can set up a GoFundMe for a new toilet if they want. I'll never understand it, but yeah, Give Send Me is like an alternative. I mean, that's like the Kick version. If you get kicked off of YouTube, you go to Kick. Give Send Me is like I can't even. And I'm not going to harp on Granny's watching. Everyone, I think most people in here will agree what's happening with her. It's just really sad because she's a PA girl. I'm a PA guy, and like her accent reminds me of home, and she's misrepresenting the great state of Pennsylvania. And what can you do, right? It's really not my grift, not my problem. And she does have B Tim over there on her panel, and they have no problem talking shit on me, so it is what it is. In fact, B Tim was over there talking about his mother being an alcoholic. Like, how crazy is it? What can I say about that? Like, how awkward is it going to be if I run into his mom at an AA meeting? Like, geez, bud, we're gonna be talking shit on you for sure. Nini, if I didn't say hello, thanks for being here. Funny is always better. I need laughs these days. I promise I'm trying to be funnier, but some of these subjects are, pretty serious. Tennessee Gal 55 says, oh my God, Sinner, you're just a baby at my age. Well, I guess it's a matter of perspective. I still feel like a lot younger than I am. Like when I think about my age, I'm like, oh shit, like I should be I should be more grown up than I am, but I guess it's a give and take. Just Irish, talking to Grandma Sherry. She says, still having the same issue, but thanks for asking. Damn, man. I know I saw you're battling with insurance companies and shit like that. Damn it. I hope you heal quick, like I said. Bitter Pill says, yeah, I don't understand that at all. So many fake GoFundMe out there. Why was her canceled? I want to see proof. I think it said. I think there's actually a screenshot floating around, although it's hard to tell what's real. It said something about it didn't. It didn't meet its like terms of service for. You know, I don't think it's called terms of service, but something similar. It didn't meet the threshold for to qualify to be on their website, which is wild. You know, unsupervised says Granny has always been that way. It's easier to see now. Yes, her mask fell off and shattered all over the floor of the hive. Like we all got to see it. Um, Liza Rowe D says cancer destroys lives. Most people don't make it. To fake cancer, a person has to have serious mental problem. Yeah, see, I try to shy away from um, diagnosing people with mental things, but something's going on. I mean, it takes a specific type of. I'm just going to say not nice person, but yes, I don't know what's wrong with these people, but I'm sure it's difficult to pronounce. I'll put it that way. Especially, actually, I'll just leave that there. You guys can see what I see. I try to be fair. Um, One of the reasons I shy away from that is because there have been ladies in this community that have diagnosed me with PTSD, with narcissism, with affect disorder. I mean, all these crazy things, and like just so they all know, I have been diagnosed. I have none of these things that they're speaking of. I am a bit antisocial, but I have a good reason for that. Um, and that's not something I was diagnosed with. That's just me being comfortable with myself. Um, I am on no mood stabilizing drugs, nor should I be. It's just wild what people will say. Um, I'm not going to say her name, but there's one lady in particular that's sending me email after email about this is what's wrong with you, and this is how you're going to fix. These are specific medications that you should be prescribed, and it's like, lady, I mean, come on. Like, thankfully, I'm more put together and smart enough to not be manipulated. But if she's sending those same emails to other people that may be having actual issues, that shit is very dangerous. She is no doctor. She has investigates in her name. That's all I'll say about that. Shame on her. And yeah. Willow says, hear that, morbid? You can set up the PayPal poo and recoup your bidet money from May Noodles. Yeah, what a shit show. Only some will get this. Back to my hole. I get it. I get it completely. That's funny. I mean, uh, there's so much I want to say, but I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good. I'm doing a better job here. Bitter Pill says if the lawsuit is BS and the defendants have to reimburse their fees, will subs get a refund? Bitter Pills. I see you got a good sense of humor. Nobody who donated any money to any of these grifters is getting a penny back. Half of it is spent already. I mean, gold cars, $35 blunts. All I can hope is they're spending some of the money on their children. Something tells me they're not if they sit online for 17 hours a day. But not my family, not my business. But I am allowed to have an opinion, and that's not doxing or talking about people's children. I can observe, if you spend all your time online smoking blunts and screaming vulgarities at strangers that you consider enemies. How do you find time for your family? And I know that's controversial to say. That's how I feel about it. I'm not gonna pull punches. Um, Hey, Mike, thanks for being here. Says B Tim and Granny should be the last to talk on steps and program. I understand Granny's in recovery, and I'm not going to talk bad about that. I hope she maintains her sobriety. But it doesn't. None of that makes her a victim enough to like exploit families whatsoever. I don't know where these people get off talking about Sebastian Rogers and his family the way they do. It terrifies me. Um, I should talk about Betty's tattoo. Uh, I've spoken in private with Emmy about it. Here's what I'll say about it. I'm fucking shocked. Like I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. It is one of the most, and I've seen a lot. It is one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen on YouTube. I mean, to have 6 restraining orders against you, to include the mother of a missing child, and then to have what is the word? Audacity, the it's incredible. It's incredible that anyone would do that. And I don't know. There are judges in life, judges in courtroom, but there are bigger judges in your existence that you're gonna have to deal with. That's all I can say about that. Um, I it really I'm at a loss for words. Just speaking of tattoos, there's a woman named Nenny C from the Hive that's been running this ugly narrative about me for quite a while. Guess what she's got? She's got a crown tattooed on her for Queen Bee. Let me just tell you something. That's what pimps make their prostitutes do. And that I mean that's what human traffickers do to the people that they control. I mean, that's just a fact. And that's been happening since the 60s in New York City. If you feel inclined to get a bee tattooed on you in support of one of the biggest pieces of shit that's ever existed on YouTube, I mean, I would urge you not to. I mean, especially if you're a parent, because you're supposed to be leading by example. You're a role model. And what else can I say about that? Holy shit. Like, just don't do it. I mean, I've seen people with some bad tattoos, but that's a whole nother level. Isn't that what the Nexium cult did too? They branded their women with tattoos. Like, come on, guys, just don't get a tattoo. Just don't do it. Of course, me saying this is going to cause 10 of them to get tattoos. I'm looking for. Sorry, I'm missing a lot of. I just saw Zero Jules comment here. Now I can't find it. Wanted to read it. Sorry, I can't find it. There's so many comments here, and I'm way, way far behind. Just do research, please. Oh yes, always do research. Unsupervised is on point. Narcos Clips is in here. What's up? V-Caser's here. I didn't see you earlier. Thanks so much for being here. A $35 blunt. There's a sucker born every minute. I know. She said she smokes 6 of those a day or some shit. I mean, that's $1,700 roughly. I'm not the mathematician, but that's higher than most of our rent, you guys. Like, not all of us own homes, but geez, $1,700 a month. Imagine what you could do for your actual real life community with that amount of money. I mean, your neighbors need diapers and formula, and you're sitting there just puffing away. Smoke them if you got them. You don't have to smoke them if you got them. You can save one for later. For fuck's sake. Zero Jewel says, please, it's nothing to do with the Hive Center. I know her. It's personal. Oh, you mean to tell me that her biggest simp has a crown tattooed on her, and then they were touting that as support for Queen Bee, but it has okay. Well, Zero Jules, it doesn't matter to me. She's a terrible person and says terrible things about good people, and that's a fact. I mean, I don't want it to be a debate here. I'm sorry if I'm saying bad things about your friend, but when I'm also what I'm saying is true. It's not because of Queen Bee Center. It might look like it. It does look like it. In fact, she was just in Queen Bee's chat the other day saying, I have a Queen Bee tattoo. So if it has nothing to do with her, then why would she say that? I mean, she's either lying to you or she's lying to that chat. In any case, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change my opinion. If you get a tattoo in support of a YouTuber, then I think your crown is broken. That's my point. And I urge, please don't do that because you're going to regret it later. She was just an example because I've seen screenshots of that tattoo that she has. She's not the only one. Money Blank says if the photos are any indication, there's some blown out lines on her work. Skin is a canvas, and the artist really needs to pay attention to the elasticity of the skin and how it holds the ink. I know one of my best friends is a tattoo artist, and he's renowned on the East Coast. He wins trophies for it. I've got some tattoos myself. I'm not talking bad on tattoos. I think tattoos are awesome. But if you're gonna brand yourself in support of someone like that, wah wah wah. Emax says, finally got my crown. Oh my God, they're so proud of being a member of that channel for a year. I would. All right, you know where I'm going with this. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not cool. Esther says, oh, she's talking to Brown. Okay. Again, if I'm missing you, I apologize. I'm trying to catch up here. Ringo, great to see you here. Tiny Dancer, awesome to see you here. Lady Starfire. I don't think Tiny Dancer would be upset with me saying thanks for this. Thanks for the Cash App. I very much appreciate it. Very generous of you. Hey Brown girl, how's it going? Nini said I owned a tattoo parlor for 10 years. No names except memorials. No exceptions. Even kids' names. Yeah, I mean that's very respectable. I know most of the tattoo artists I know won't do like racist tattoos. You know what? I'm not going to even get into that, but there's a high demand for those type of tattoos, and most of the good people just won't do it. I mean, whole shops have policies against that, and bless them because I mean, why would you want to be involved in spreading hate? B. Kaser says, "I'll wear some yellow nail polish for you, Cinder." Awesome. Yeah, that's not a tattoo though. I mean, eventually I'll have some merch. I'm actually designing it. It's not going to be gaudy. It's not going to be the coffee club and I'm out here saving babies. It's not going to be any of that. I'm looking to get just a simple black hoodies with a high quality embroidered lemon. That's it. It's not nothing crazy. I'll probably even leave the word sinner off of it because I realize that has such negative connotations. Um, but maybe just a lemon with the trademark next to it is will do the trick. But I'm in no rush. Like I said, this is my ninth live. I've only been making videos since March, so I'm in no rush to. And again, it's not a money making operation. Although I am incredibly grateful for everyone who sends a penny to me. I know that mostly everyone in my chat works hard for their money. We've got nurses, we've got a dispatcher, we've got all kinds of people in here. Unlike what some panel channels have, they just have people that are you know what's going on. These people don't leave their house, and I pride myself on having a more diverse crowd of people here. Lindsay Lolly says, Lindsay, yes, he filled it for her and she was crying. It was ridiculous. Oh, you mean beat him filling Granny's watching? No. Here's my theory. Here's what I believe happened. I think that money came directly from Buzzy herself, but she couldn't donate $1,200 directly to Granny's watching because of the obvious repercussions that she would face for doing that. Because people would say, hey, we're donating to you, not Granny's watching. You smell what I'm cooking? Although I have no way to prove that. That's what my gut tells me. And I have pretty good instincts. I mean, Amax says, okay, maybe it's not the hive, but Nenny has called me all sorts of things. Yeah, she's just, I mean, for lack of better words, I mean, a turd. She's a turd bird. But she'll have to deal with that. Once Queen Bee is finally held responsible for all the crazy negative things that she's done, not only in this community, but in real life, then Nenny will have to live with the fact that she rocked with that. It's going to be a rude awakening. Holly S says people who give her money much be slow. I don't know. I hate to call people slow, but I think they get wrapped up in the moment. I mean, I've donated money. I remember not cash apping, but super chatting someone a couple years ago when I had like $19 in my bank account. And I felt so good about it until I woke up the next morning and I was like $1 short for what I needed that morning. And I just felt so duped. I just don't know. I just don't know. Looks like Emmy's cat is trying to call me. Thanks, Emmy. Tell him I said what up. Hey, thanks Thanks for the compliment there. Willow says, Ringo, you too, my brother. Sinners, good people, talented artists, quality video, and Marine. Um, I mean, when you say it like that, I sound like a badass, but I'm actually way more boring than that. I mean, at 47, these are things I've accomplished. I do still paint quite a bit. The videos are getting sharper, although I've been neglecting it. But don't worry, I got some big things coming. I was gonna make a video of this you know, harassment by telephone charge. Oh shit, sorry about that in my back. For some reason, my screensaver came up and booted me. Check 1 2 1 2. Let me guess, the crackle's back too. How's it sound, guys? Sorry about that. Let me know if I sound okay. My bad. Wow, that completely sucked. I've never had that happen before. My phone just, the screensaver came up and it kicked me out. Well, shoot. Sounds clean. All right.
Are we still live right now?
Sorry about that. Jeez, that's embarrassing. Hey, whatever. It's the first time that happened. It's my 9th live, so shit. What can you do? Laura, no, I'm not getting a tattoo, Laura. All right, sorry again about that, guys. What I was talking about is, I don't know how much you heard, but I was talking about the chicken nugget gravy spitter, the chicken nugget chucker voices. Um, I don't know what the hell's wrong with that lady, but I don't take her seriously. Some of her arts and crafts are kind of neat. I mean, I think she should stick to that. But these people just get caught up in the bullshit, and they severely lack morals. I mean, they really do. Their morals are just gross. Like, hey, Troll investigates in here. Shout out Troll. Everybody sub up to Troll. That car wash video that you just made was really really good. T-Roll's a good dude, another dude in this community. And the ladies were swooning on him after they saw him over there on Duchess's Halloween special. I always feel awkward saying Duchesses. Is it just Duchess? Yeah, Duchesses. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Whew, that shook the house. Yeah, make sure you sub up to him. Hey, there's Wani R. I see the Savage's ship. Savage and Val's ship is well represented. Please share their link. Tomorrow is the second Monday of the Toys for Tots drive. Um, sorry guys, I gotta mute you for 1 second. I gotta blow my nose. All right, I'm back. My bad. Geez, I'm falling apart over here. Everything was going so well. Perplexed TC says that crap is crazy. I know. I mean, those tattoos, that's exactly what pimps do to their quote unquote property. It disturbs me on like such a profound level. And the same thing with Betty's tattoo. Like, what is she thinking? I mean, of course, you can always get it covered up, but imagine what kind of state you must be in if the mother of a missing child has a restraining order against you, and then you take a step and get the child's name tattooed on your fucking body. Again, excuse my language, but I mean, I don't even know what else to say about it. Like I can't even believe it's real. And I've seen so much crap on here, but that in particular, I can't understand how that's real. And I think a lot of you are with me. Be Real says, I've got to get back to work, so I will have to watch Savage on replay. Yes, I was saying Savage's Toys for Tots second Monday is tomorrow. And nobody's scamming. It's all very legit. In fact, her donate button on her lives for Toys for Tots, instead of a money symbol, it's a heart with two hands. It's a symbol for Toys for Tots, and the money's going directly to Toys for Tots. There is no middleman, and from what I understand, anybody can do that if they have 10,000 subscribers. So I'm looking at you guys that have 10,000 subscribers. Why not set up a live stream and give to charity? I think I know why, because you're greedy and you don't care about people. But bless everyone who is using their platform to help needy children during Christmas. I mean, kids that may not get presents will now get presents. How cool is that? I mean, that's what it's all about, you guys, for sure. But some people take and some people give, and you can't expect takers to give. That it's a sad reality. Lindsay Lee, thanks for having here. Oh yes, let's talk about Lindsay Lee for a second. So a while back, Lindsay Lee had a disagreement with Rebecca Buzzy, and this touches to the violence coming from the Hive. She said to Lindsay Lee, and I asked Lindsay Lee if this was okay to talk about. I wouldn't otherwise, because again, I know this triggers people, and again, trigger warning, because this speaks to domestic violence. Buzzy says to Lindsay Lee, why don't you just go get yourself beaten by your boyfriend again? Because Lindsay, in confidence, shared with her things that she went through. And then there was no apology. There was no apology from the Hive for her saying that. There was outrage towards the Hive for that being said, but there was never accountability taken. Fast forward to just the other day, she must see that Lindsay Lee's hanging out around my chat or people that I hang out with, and out of spite, she brings Lindsay up again and says she's quote unquote snatching back her apology. Again, everything is just soaked in the implication of violence. Everything is violent. Everything is threatening, whether it be the video of BJ's child, whether it be snatching back an apology. Let me just say something. You can't snatch back something that you never tendered to begin with. You never offered that apology to begin with. And I'll swallow my pride and I'll say, thank you to B. Tim, because he did actually tell her, don't do that. You just don't do that. He's sitting next to her saying, please don't do that. He even said, please don't do that. So maybe there is hope for him after all. It's just he's never been punched in the face, and you could tell. But he knew that was crossing the line, because it probably bothered him when it was said originally. He just needs to get some balls and stand up to her. Start your own channel, bud. Maybe people will watch. I doubt it, but you never know. So, I mean, there is a small sliver of hope for that guy, because he knew what Buzzy was saying in that moment. She's snatching back an apology. He knew that was the wrong thing to do. Emmy says, please do not show hate to any parents of missing children. Yeah, my mods know that we're not even mentioning parents in here. Just delete it and just block them. I mean, I give you full permission. You don't even have to tell me that you blocked them. I just don't care. They're not welcome here if they're going to do that. None of us. I mean, we just don't do that here. I don't care. It's never going to happen. B Real says DV is selling stalking. I'm not going to mention that creator's name, but yeah, I'm going to get to him once I start reviewing channels. He's going to be one of the first, believe me. Tugs on Heartstrings says she's not the only one. Got one there, was plenty there who did. I'm not sure what you're referring to. She's not the only one who talked about Lindsay Lee that way. Anyways, it's terrible to say that, and you should never support domestic violence, especially if you're in the true crime community. And domestic violence all very oftentimes lead to these situations and these cases that you people are covering. Like, don't be a sicko. It's sick. I don't even understand how the Hive is allowed to talk about what they talk about. They get everything wrong. Crimeology says, I pop in and out everywhere, and I don't get involved in creators' beef with each other. Well, that's good. But I mean, if you're permissive of it, you're permissive of it. My husband and son are veterans. Awesome. Salute to them. Thank you for your service, and happy early Veterans Day. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. There's no real way to respond to people to say thank you for your service. I heard one guy slyly say one time, "You were worth it." I think that sounds cheesy. I just say thank you. Not only is tomorrow Veterans Day, but more personal to me, today is the 249th birthday of the United States Marine Corps, and that's the branch that I served in. And then I know a lot of people get Veterans Day and Memorial Day mixed up. I have so many veterans and veterans' wives in here that I think we have a good handle on it. Memorial Day is for those who passed during war or during serving in the military, and Veterans Day is for everybody who ever served in the military, and their families and their children. They also sacrificed. I mean, how many millions of mothers watched their sons and daughters go off to war and couldn't sleep at night? Real worries, real care. Let's see here. Happy birthday, Marine Corps. Yes. And the fact that I'm a recovering alcoholic and the Marine Corps was founded in a bar in my home state. I mean, it's very close to my heart. I mean, I freaking love the Marines, and I would do it all over again. I do have one clip channel that typically always clips Bullhorn Betty, and then they have a bunch of misinformation and criticism about me mixed in there as well. They said I was a pencil pusher in the Marines. No, ma'am. I was actually in one of the most decorated infantry battalions in the Marines. So it's cool. I mean, you could think what you want. I know the truth. And even if I was, like, what are you saying, that I still wasn't a Marine? I don't get it. I don't get it. You can nervously sit around criticizing me if you want. It has no effect. Bigger Post says, so many great people in chat. I know. I have some of the best people around me. Amax says, Rook Assault. He resurfaced the other night, but said QB has done nothing to anyone. Oh, you mean, I know, I have that clip. I'm actually going to review that once I am able to. That was Boston Nick. Boston Nick, your pretty girlfriend left you, huh? Just like I said she was going to. Ah, ha, ha. Sorry, that's kind of mean, but it's true. You got dumped, you sucker. I knew that was going to happen. His ex-girlfriend was so pretty. I was like, no way she's going to be with this twerp for much longer, hanging out with these nasty broads talking shit all day long. I was right. Dave the Sinner, 1. Boston Nick, 0. Haha. Yeah, I saw him on Wispy's channel saying Queen Bee's never gone at anybody. It's like, dude, didn't you do mixed martial arts? Did you like get hit in the head really hard that you're having like memory problems? Because she has gone at a lot of people. It's all been documented, bud. Like, shut the hell up. Just shut the hell up. And I remember you and B Tim going live on your crappy little channel saying that I never served in the Marines and I'm what's wrong with this country. Meanwhile, never mind. I've said too much about it already. He's not worth my time. Saucy Sue says, you got to put on those yellow footprints. That's awesome. Yes, ma'am. That's so when you arrive to Paris Island, and that's where I went. They put you in formation straight off the bus, and they have that 45-degree angle. place where you put your feet, and then straight in to get your hair buzzed off. I remember a lot of people got ridiculed pretty hardcore. People that had their head buzzed before they went there. A lot of times, those were the guys that were acting, pretending they were Marines before they even joined the Marines. Like, but they still did it, so they get more of a pass. It's not like stolen valor or anything. They were just, highly motivated. Saucy Sue continues. I know quite a bit of Marines. Regardless, she still served. F these people. Yeah, I mean, I'm very proud of what I did, and I would do it again. I would, to be honest with you, upon reflection, I probably would have stayed in longer. But I was eager to get out. I was in California. My last duty station was 29 Palms, California. I don't know if you know how bad that place sucks. But it was either go to Vegas one way or go to Palm Springs the other way on the weekend, and I hated it there. So I stayed in California. I went up to Santa Barbara and went to college. So I'm happy with my decision, but maybe I would have did a little bit different. I was eager to chase girls in Santa Barbara, to be quite honest with you. My girlfriend at the time lived there, so I appreciate you, Saucy Sue. Mr. Nobody's laughing. That's good. I like, if I can make Mr. Nobody laugh, then it's all worth it, because he's funny as hell. I'm actually hope to work on a collaboration with Mr. Nobody here coming up for New Year's or the holidays. We'll see. Just email me, man. Let's get it done. Chatty says, thanks to all the veterans and to those who currently serve. They allow us to sleep in peace every night. That's very true. You know what? The veterans and people that are actively serving the military are actually upholding the Constitution. That's the oath that you take when you join the military. So when you have a crackhead like Rebecca over there, bagging on men and women that served in the military, she doesn't realize the whole reason she's allowed to talk shit is because we make it possible. Dummy, it's wild. Sinner says, or Tara Boom says, Sinner Angela, thank you for your service. You got it. You're welcome. I got a couple of. See, I had a feeling that my friends across the pond would show up today. Thanks so much for being here, Tilly T. Oh, Tilly T's. I'm not going to say showing the love, because I don't think money is equated to love. But thank you so much for your support. Holy cow, that's 20 pound. Okay, and I'm almost at 2 hours, so my moderators are going to get annoyed with me. Sorry, this will be my longest live, and sorry for my mods for this going over the time I usually do, but I very much appreciate you. Let me just go through comments and I'll stop running my trap. She says the TikTok video of them dancing is hysterical. I gotta check it out. Let me read Tilly T's super chats. Whoa. Okay, that's a lot. That's 20 pound from Tilly T and the super sticker, and then 2 super chats. The first one says, I've been an ALYC or CY for like 20 years, no booze. I'm not sure what ALCY means. And no booze since July 29th, 2024. Proud of myself, and big time XXXX. Hugs and kisses to you, and freaking congratulations. Like July 29th, that gives you quite a few months, and keep going. I'm almost to the point where I can sponsor myself once I get past 1 year. Although I think I'm going to wait until the 2-year mark to do that, because it's a lot of responsibility. But I have begun to chair and host meetings myself, so that's really cool. Let's see what the first one said. P.S. Love from the UK. We had Remembrance Day today. Oh, cool. I have to look and see what Remembrance Day is, but that's really cool. Awesome. Thanks so much for being here, and thanks so much for the generosity. That's a lot of money, and I don't take it for granted. I promise you. Yes, I see. I'm at 1 hour 44 minutes. So I'll end it at just a couple of minutes. Sorry, Emmy. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Thank you so much. Yep, I see some comments are being deleted, as they should. She says, talk negatively about anyone's service to this country is totally disrespectful. I know. I mean, I'm sure they'll do it later today. They're gonna be in chats, getting drunk and high and talking bad about my military service. I can't care anymore. Like obviously, they're broken people. And I know a lot of them I trigger just because I'm honest, maybe I'm gruff and rough around the edges, but I can't stop and help every, fallen robin. I can't do that. Like my life would be destroyed if I changed myself to help people that need help that I can't help them with. I know that was a mouthful. If I trigger you, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to change my life to make you feel more comfortable. What I can say is like, I don't know who hurt you, but it wasn't me because I've never hurt anyone. I mean, other than maybe my words. And grow up, toughen up. Just over. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to read that one. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's see. Saucy Sue says, I know drill instructors and Marines that were mortarmen. Oh, damn, it keeps skipping ahead. Shit. Damn it, I lost your comment, Saucy Sue. My bad. I will get better. Once I get on the laptop, it's going to be a lot easier to track chat. Wendy McConey says we support good channels. Me too. I went through and I deleted a bunch of people I used to follow. Tilly T says alki means okay, of course. It's the British slang that's messing me up. I appreciate you. And I see there are quite a few people from across the pond. I know I have a handful of people from Ireland and some Scots that listen, and I'm grateful for them. I feel bad because I always go live when you guys are asleep. So I'm very happy I can catch some of you in here today. Queen Bella says, very proud of you, Sinner. Thank Queen Bella. That means a lot coming from you. You've seen the whole thing. I mean, you were on Emmy's channel when I first started sniffing around and listening and commenting, and I really do appreciate you. I mean, you definitely got to see the worst of me, and hopefully you'll be around to see the best of me as well. Saucy Sue says, good for you, Sinner. It just takes one person to stand up and do the right thing. It seems you have quite a bit of support. Yes, I'm finally gaining some momentum, and I was, like I said, I was up on a panel for a few minutes with Duchess last night, and she is always has more recently been supportive. I think she just kind of stood back and watched to see what I was up to, and she's been very kind to me. And here's what it is. I have way too many people that I don't want to let down at this point. So I'm on my toes, and I appreciate it so much, because if we're not held accountable, we got nothing. And these people will absolutely hold me accountable if I start slipping and going against my word. So not only do I have all intent in the world to be and stick by my word, but I refuse to let these great people down, and I'm just not going to do it. They know who they are. Tilly T says, you're welcome, Sinner, but I do go in many channels, so you may not like. No, that's not what it is. If you're over there saying Sinner's a drunken homeless man, then I'd get mad at you. But like, look, I go into weird places too. I'm blocked in the places that I hate the most, but I still go into clip and see what the narrative is of the day. Lately it's just been some guy's monkey, and nobody really cares about that. I don't care about the guy's monkey. Really, if it makes him happy, if the monkey's healthy and protected, it's none of my business. But I know what that is. That's a big distraction from what's really going on. And boohoo. I know what, and you guys know what's going on too. It's no big secret. All right, I do have to wrap this up though. If my moderators could find the S prevention hotline for anybody who's having a difficult time. Just this morning, I had a dear friend of mine reach out to me that's having a difficult time, and I realized pretty quickly I didn't have the tools to deal with that. So I've been doing my best to be in a good mood during this live, but I'm actually distracted by that as well. I will say, you just never know what someone's going through. Please be attentive and look out for one another. I just want to say I love all my fellow veterans, and of course I've got a special place in my heart for the Marines. And look, all the spouses of these servicemen and women, all the children, all the aunts, all the uncles, everybody who worries while they're deployed, everybody who helps them recover from issues that they sustain from serving. All the way down to people that take a chance on a veteran that seems like they've had a difficult time and employ them. People that cut veterans a break on their security deposit on apartments because they're having it not really good with money. Um, I have nothing but love for all of those people, and please continue to look out for veterans and moreover look out for each other. It's really that simple. Josh B says we support the best like Sinner, Earth, Six Up, Jerk, Savage, Headstone, AMAC, Troll, Narcos. Yes, all great channels, and please share their links. Veronica B. True says, you're a good guy for helping out. Call out someone. It sounds like she's smoked a million. Yeah, I know that's right. And her queen squad ignorance. Yeah, they're gonna get what's coming to them. Karma is real, and she's not a bitch. Karma's not a bitch. Karma's a beautiful woman. You just don't like that she's knocking at your door. Spitfire Pookie, hey, I'm sorry if I missed you. Says, holy shit, I didn't think that my key was gonna work. Get me back in. Oh, Pookie, thanks for being here. Pookie's the best, and Pookie's also seen the worst of me, and hopefully she'll be around to see the best of me. Thank you, Josh, for sharing that. Yes, and thanks again. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna read names. I tried to read initials for people that were generous and sent cash apps, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna give a blanket thank you. You know who you are. I will say there are some very interesting names on that list. People from the Hive, actually. So I'm going to leave that there. I don't want to get them in trouble. But you got moles, I'll tell you that much. Jess Iris says, thank you, Senator. Thank you. Kelly T said, I never talk behind backs. I only speak if I need to. No, I was joking. I can't imagine you would. And again, thanks for your generosity. And give them hell whenever they do those fake British accents, because that shit drives me insane. And I'm just a normal old Yankee. Hell, it drives me nuts when they fake Southern accents with that weird antebellum accent. I don't know what's wrong with those people. Esther says, thank you. Hoorah, Center. Thank you. Yes, thank you for posting that. If you're having a difficult time, if you know someone else who's having a difficult time, never hesitate to reach out to the hotline that Emmy posted there. I'm not shy to say that I've called it myself, and it may have saved my life. So it's a real thing. A lot of times you don't want to dump these things off on your friends or family, and sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger. I think most times it is easier to talk to a stranger, especially, with embarrassment and pride being involved. So never hesitate to reach out for help. I've had bartenders help me make it to the next day, strangely enough. Jessamy says, Earth, a lot of people show their animals on social media. It's not a grift. I don't even care if he does grift for it. At least he has a gimmick. But I understand. I also see the other side of it. For me, it makes no difference. If he's got a monkey, get it a top hat. Just make sure it's taken care of and not being abused. That's all that really matters to me. But I do respect people's opinion. Arya says, thank you for your service, Center. Stay strong. There is always a reason for everything. Enjoy Veterans Day. I will. I'm going down with a bunch of fellow jarheads to the river here in Sacramento. It's called the American River. We're going to kayak. First a church service, and then get on that kayak and paddle around. And they're all guys from. I found a veterans only AA meeting, so we're going to be sober, which is weird because none of us are used to doing activities like going on a canoe or kayak on the river without beers. So we're all going to be. Some of us are going to be white knuckling it. I think I'll have an easy time. But it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll stop and get some burritos or something along the way. I feel like shit when I don't answer everybody's comments, but it's difficult when there's more than 300 people in here. Tara Boom says, uncover job for a bartender is a life. I know. I worked as a bartender myself. Kelsey says, enjoy your day. Kelsey, I didn't say hi to you. Thank you for being here. And again, thanks for everyone who's listening on the replay. And yeah, show everyone love. Be good to one another. I took a risk last week in playing a poem. I've had people call me a wussy and other things, and I don't care. Say what you want. You wouldn't say it to my face, I'll tell you that much. So I'm gonna play you out with something that's even more cheesy. I'm gonna play you out with a song. And it's a sad song. It's a song for friends that I've lost, and it's a song for everyone who's missing somebody on holidays like this. I realize it's not Memorial Day, it's just Veterans Day, but look, I read your emails, you guys, and I know a lot of you are missing your family members that are lost to crime and violence, and never take each other for granted. Tomorrow's not promised, and if you don't know that by now, then you're living your life wrong. So here's a song by Randy Newman. It's called "You'll Miss Me When I'm Gone," and don't worry, this is not. I'm not referring to myself. It's just a song that was touching to me, and the video all the video in the music video that I made is recorded by me on a notorious train trip that the Hive couldn't stop talking about. Hopefully they can get out in the world and get out of their smoky room and see the beautiful coast sometime. Everybody stay blessed. Thank you for your generosity. Let me just quickly double check to make sure I didn't miss any of the donations. Tilly T was the last one. Thank you so much. That's 20, 30, 40 pounds from Tilly. So I think that's like almost $50 American. I don't know what I did to deserve it, but I promise I'm going to keep working harder to give you more. Videos coming soon, and I'll be reviewing the good, the bad, and the ugly once I get this computer, I promise you. Marie, I just saw you for the first time. Thanks for being here. If I didn't say your name, it's not out of spite. It's not for any other reason. Six Up Media is here. Her son's a Marine. It says, happy birthday to all the United States Marine Corps. Yes. Semper Fidelis, Sinner. Oh, I messed that one up. Sinner out.
For us to say goodbye is near. The day I hope would never come is here. Though many hearts are broken, we must somehow carry on. 'Cause I think you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I thought my life was over when we met. So little to remember, so much to forget. Though it was you who saw me through the darkness to the dawn, still I think you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I'm a modest man and it hurts me to say these things to you, but after all we've been through, it's the least that I can do. So instead of just goodbye, I'll say so long. And as for the light by which you see me, leave it on. I'm a better man than I was before. Knowing you has made me strong. And I sure am gonna miss you when I'm gone. Yes, I sure am gonna miss you when I'm gone.